for game number 2. I have everything set up perfectly. Over here on the right top side of Habitation Station, and I haven't really casted a whole lot of high-level TVTs yet on this map, so this could be pretty awesome. It's going to be Liquid Station, as he's going to go up against a man who was only able to kill a single SCV in the previous game, or was it a Marine? Either way, he is Aces MMA.
Not bad introduction, but QXC raised the bar very high yesterday with his epic introduction.
I remember QXC introductions from Home Story Cup. Yeah, he puts a lot of effort into it. He puts a lot of passion, man.
Yeah, he gave away his youth to make a good introduction.
QXC has been doing really well lately. He's like qualifying for every single thing that he's trying to participate in. He's making it out of group stages left and right. Overall, seems to be in good shape. It's good for him.
Yeah, really nice guy. I actually asked Major if he could cast this TVT series today, and he said okay, but his internet was not good enough today. So sadly, he's not going to be able to take part, but I'm sure we'll make this as enjoyable as he would have, that dear Juanito.
Well, I'm not sure if I could be as funny as Juanito, but or as insightful. You have to be careful what you say. Before you know it, Juanito is lurking on Twitter and he's going to call you out. He's going to call you a mid-Master League player. And he's like, no!
He's done that to you?
No, he hasn't done it to me. I get along with Juan pretty well. He just gets really mad at me when he gets mad at the NSL admin, and every now and then he takes it out on me. But other than that, we get along well.
Okay.
Either way, TaeJa has dropped a refinery once more. Yeah, and I mentioned this yesterday a little bit during one of our games, where I said that I think that this map is pretty damn good for Mac, at least in Protoss vs Terran. And I know that I'm like the only Protoss who seems to feel so, but whenever I play this map, I just got wrecked by Mac over and over again. The amount of hellbats they can get out of that gold base, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
But we will see.
Invitational Mac is pretty good, isn't it?
I haven't played against it on this map, gladly not, because that would be really bad. But I even got wrecked on what's the other big? What's the map that recently got removed? That brown map, the 2-player map, with the very, very wide turret. I forgot. I forget the map names like the moment they are out of the map pool, unless it's Steps of War.
Oh, Dragon Basin, man. These maps were pretty good, to say the least.
Those were the days. Scrap Station. Oh yes. Either way, Factory is already going down in the main base of TaeJa. But on the other side of the map, we can see that MMA has decided to open up a little different. He's once more going with the Reaper there, and once more opening over the Quick Expand. Actually, it's the second Reaper in production already, so openings are almost identical to what we saw on Frost. I hope for MMA that he's not going to lose this Reaper. Wow, that was pretty close. Then again, I guess you can trust a Reaper in the hands of a pro like MMA, but still.
Well, he killed one unit in the last game, so let's not get ahead of ourselves and assume anything here. Let's just wait and see what happens. As TaeJa, it looks like he might want to go for a Banshee here. He went for the double refinery. I guess he was successful with it in the first game. And he's not going to change anything here, as he wants to end the game with no units lost, possibly.
He's like, normally we always say, like, even though I won, I'll try to do better next time. But if I only lost a single unit, that's going to be pretty tough. Well, alright, flawless game, here we go.
Oh, MMA has to be careful. He's gonna speed past these Marines with one of his Reaper, which is gonna die. So no scout down by MMA here. Actually, on this map, it kind of feels like Reapers not a good choice. And by the way, a lot of the time, I feel like those Reapers, they are able to almost always get inside the main of their opponent. But this time, TaeJa was perfectly placed. He microed perfectly against it. He made sure that this Reaper did not get inside of his main. Actually, he's even chasing it away from the watchtower. He's the guy with the Marine. And he's putting TaeJa on the back foot already, forcing TaeJa into a bunker early on.
Like, this wouldn't have happened if MMA wouldn't have lost that first Reaper, even though, of course, he tried to do something with it. He sacrificed it for the greater good. He just wanted to see what was going on in the main base. It's pretty obvious in many ways that he's once more going to play against a Banshee opening, but still, you'd rather be safe than sorry, as he will throw down a scan as well. And he's going to see the tech lab spin once more. I think he even saw that first Banshee pop. So let's see if he's able to get a Widowmine connection this game.
I think he wants to get a Raven. Yeah, he's gonna swap the starport here MMA for the tech lab, and getting a Raven early on here will really help in detecting that Banshee, because he knows there's gonna be cloak.
especially because he has a Viking out in production as well. Either way, Banshee's gonna fly in from the south side of Habitation Station, and once more it's the Banshee's gonna fly in as exposed mineral line. TaeJa's telling himself in Korean, you don't learn, do you?
What's up, SCVs? Start getting some snipes left and right. Actually, no. Oh, there is a scan. Almost two scan available, but MMA is waiting. Oh, he's gonna use one of those to try and get that Banshee. It might get away. It barely gets away. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it barely gets out of range, even though the Vikings, the shots were mid-air already. But if your unit gets out of range from detection, it doesn't really matter if the shots are already in the air or not, they will not do damage. The same can be said for observers. Widowmine might be able to get a connection with that other Banshee, nope. If he's close on the
range. Oh, the Raven's gonna detect. Is the Banshee gonna be in range for a detonation? No.
Well, I think it might have even, I think that Widowmine might have even gave himself away because it was really close, so I think it perhaps even lit up. Now MMA is following this up with cloak Banshees as well. Taking a look at the income tab, we can see 32 workers on the side of TaeJa who will get his own Raven. I do not think that he has a Viking yet, no he does not. And 33 SCVs on the other side of MMA, so this went a lot better for MMA, despite that Banshee still doing a little bit of damage. Picking up 3 SCVs, forcing some lost mining time. Either way you're on, we got a game on our hands.
Yeah, and TaeJa, he spotted the tech lab on his opponent's starport. He saw that the Raven was already finished, so he might be able to anticipate that Banshee from his opponent. And that's why I think he's getting the Viking that he's getting, just to be extra safe. He has 1 Raven, 1 Viking, and he's going to do quite well when the Banshee is flying to his base, supposedly. If he's ready for it and in position, he shouldn't take too much damage. And MMA starts the 3rd base, which I think is a pretty good move at this point in the game. They are even on the walker counts. He's a little bit behind on supply, but he's in a position where he's not going to die anytime soon. And also, he had spotted the 3rd command center of TaeJa, so that's his reaction to it right now.
Yep, even though his 3rd command center is a little bit later, it is already on location, so he will be able to close the small economic deficit that he would get from that slower 3rd. Even though this Banshee from TaeJa might be able to be annoying over here, but never mind, he has the rescue hit spot from the Raven and the Viking. So instead of it being annoying, it might actually just fall without really getting anything done. As Banshee is like...
First.
Yes.
He already got 4 kills, so kinda did its job, but... MMA is going all the way around the map with his own Banshee. Scan's gonna be used and that Banshee is going to fall. Oh, the other one is flying into the main. Actually, Banshees flew past each other. First SCV is gonna die. Another one.
Well, this is kind of annoying for MMA, but he shouldn't take too much damage. Even though slowly but steady, TaeJa is once more creating a work lead for himself, and he has shown us before how deadly it is when he gets ahead. And MMA seemed to know, because in the last game he didn't even bother to try. He's up 7 workers. Let's see what this Banshee from MMA will be able to do. But since 2 Vikings are on still, including the Raven, it will probably not get done a whole lot.
Yeah, that Banshee is gonna get chased down here. MMA not getting a single kill. Actually, it had a window of opportunity during which it could have killed some SCVs, but MMA not reacting fast enough. The fortunate thing here for TaeJa with the last Banshee that he sent inside the main of his opponent is that he spotted that he's up against mech, and now he already knows that he's playing bio versus a mech player, so he can already kind of start making up some kind of a plan in his head on where he's going to drop, where he's going to attack, and what timing he wants to try and hit versus his opponent.
I think we can embrace ourselves for a pretty sick TVT over here, with both players soon comfortably mining off 3 bases. 1 player gonna play mech, 1 player going to play bio. TaeJa has shown us some absolutely magnificent games in the past playing bio versus mech. Of course, the one that jumps to mind immediately is the one that he played on Newkirk against Innovation. And I haven't seen a good one on the Habitation Station yet, but like I said, I think this is an excellent map for mech, even against Protoss. I know a lot of people will laugh about mech versus Protoss, but I definitely struggle. I find it pretty difficult. So I'm very curious to see how TaeJa is going to try to maneuver his way around.
I'm not laughing.
You know?
Actually, I don't think it's that hard versus mech, but I think the people who say this kind of stuff, they always end up eating up their words and losing against whatever they said was not hard to play against. So I do agree that sometimes it can be difficult, but most of the time, if you're ready for mech, if you know it's coming, then it's definitely easier if you're Protoss, in my opinion. But now we're in a TVT, and this is a completely different story here. As even though TaeJa knows he's up against mech, it's going to be quite deadly. Sensor tower went up already for MMA.
Second sense now finished up as well, and MMA's Reaper is there, but still he's a little bit out of position. Big drop in the main base right now from TaeJa. Habitation Station map is just one of the best drop maps there is out there. PDD's going down left and right, but I think that TaeJa should be able to deal quite a bit of damage over here.
Yeah, those Vikings were just a distraction now. MMA comes back into his main. He has to siege his tanks. He sieged very, very late. He lost a lot of his Hellions in the meantime. Those Vikings trying to get rid of the Medivacs here. And this will be defended, but at what cost? A lot of damage has been dealt by TaeJa. And now the third base is actually naked. There is no units there. TaeJa, it looks like he might want to go for a follow-up attack.
I think it's really sick as well that he threw those PDDs down at the third base, because it really gave MMA the feeling that he had to worry about his third and not about his main. Excellent scan by TaeJa, excellent drop. Despite losing a lot of units, it is completely okay if you play bio to lose a few units here and there, as long as you reset that tank count over and over again. And especially if you're able to do some damage in the production line. Once more, another drop going down over here in the main base. TaeJa playing like a man on fire so far.
Yeah, TaeJa not giving any time to MMA to sit down and mass the army that he wants to get. In the meantime, he's still getting his upgrades. He's getting additional command centers. I'm sure he wants to take extra bases as soon as possible while keeping up with the harass here. And he's done some great damage here, taking out 2 add-ons, getting actually 3 add-ons, 4. He took out all of the add-ons on those factories. Wow, that's not ideal for MMA.
No, the opposite is true, Jon. He's able to produce 1 unit right now. At the same time, TaeJa is going to try to stim in from the front over here. He might be able to stand on top of a couple of these siege tanks, but it's going to be hard. Meanwhile, reinforcements coming in as well. Good engagement there for these Hellbats, and it seems like MMA is sort of hanging in there. He's down 20 army supply, and he's still not able to produce anything. I think just now those add-ons
Sentinel Tower gets sniped here, and MMA loses a lot of vision here. These Molders and Marines, man, they are being so active by MMA. He's gonna get in there. He's gonna kill everything. Actually, even MMA dropping some mules just before winning the game, as well.
GG is called, and TaeJa takes a 2-0 lead over here in our first best of 5 of the day. We've got many more to go, so guys, don't